Hey, English learners, you really want to become super duper fluent in English and you really want to speak like an eloquent speaker, like an orator. If not like an orator, at least you want to speak in a way so you can convince people by your speech and satisfy people by your speech. And now it's August, you have just 4 months. You can do a lot in 4 months. And yes, you can make fluency. You can create fluency. All you need to do is you have to give your time, you have to give your energy, and you need right guidance. So today I'm going to talk about two categories, the people who have fallen in two categories. The first category is the people who have not started their English journey because still they feel so discomfort, they're so hesitant, they're so nervous, they don't know how to deal with judgment. They have a lot of barriers in front of them. So I just want to say one thing to these people. I don't know for how long you were waiting that I'm going to start today, tomorrow, but now is the right time, okay? You can't delay more than this because you have just 4 months. And as I've already mentioned, you can make it in 4 months. Earlier, it was not possible. I agreed. But now it is possible. It is possible now. Now let's move for this second category. The people who have fallen in this second category, these are the people who have started their English journey. They have already walked at some extent, but now they are stuck. Now they are quite, they are underconfident. Now they are feeling like we are not able to meet up with the expectations. We're not able to get the results as per our expectations. And they have certain concerns in this English journey. Again, I have some tips and some tricks for these people as well, some guidance. We all have 24 hours, okay? But I can understand some people are quite busy. They have responsibilities, they have work pressure, right? But still, you have decided that you will make it, so you are going to make it. We can't say that we have responsibilities, this, that's why I'm not able to make it, right? Alright, so now I'm going to talk about the first category. The people who are willing to start, the people who actually want to make it, but because of whatsoever reason they have not started yet, alright? So there are a couple of things which you have to keep in mind because you have just 4 months. You're going to follow a couple of steps which will make you fluent. Point number 1 is come out of your comfort zone. Come out of your comfort zone. If you have not started reading, if you have not started speaking, if you have not started listening, somewhere you are in your comfort zone. And when I talk about comfort zone, I'm not just talking about your laziness. I'm talking about everything. I'm talking about judgment. I'm talking about nervousness. I'm talking about hesitation. Before speaking, first learn how you are going to break your hesitation, your nervousness, and how you are going to deal with judgment. Because listen, once these things will be broken, then nothing will be there as a barrier which is gonna stop you. Then automatically you will start practicing. You will be in that process then. I had started in the very same way. I had not started speaking first actually. I had gotten that comfort with this language first because it was quite difficult for me to speak, to just shift, from first language to second language. So there are a lot of things, hesitation with your family, with colleagues, with, friends, with relatives. First you have to break that. So for that, what you are going to do? With this, we are moving for our point number 2. You are going to take baby steps. You are going to take baby steps here. Look, I thoroughly, firmly believe in compounding, okay? Because that's how I have made it. That's how I have made it because I still remember I had started with a very single, like very little and a small step. Okay, and today I have made it. So that's what I want from you. You are going to take baby steps here. And when I talk about baby steps, you are not going to take baby steps as an adult. Like, okay, I'm going to take baby steps, but I'm going to do a lot of activities. No. Baby steps means at first you do not need to go for each and everything. there are certain things which are required at this time when you are at beginner level. No matter how busy you are, but you can't say that you don't even have 15 minutes to practice. If you are saying this, then understand you don't want it. Okay? So you have to be little serious. First, as I've said, yes, you have to take baby steps, but at the same time, you have to be little serious here. All right? So I have said 15 minutes. 15 minutes is a good start if you have not started. All right? So for 15 minutes, what you are going to do? First, you will not make excuse that, oh, I have 24 hours, but all day long, no. I was that much busy that I was not able to get time to speak for 5 minutes or for 10 minutes or to read for 2 minutes or 10 minutes. Like, you can't make these type of excuses. Okay? So what you are going to do, first you have to pick some required activities. Okay? And what's that? Obviously, first, the pro one is speaking. Okay, the pro one is speaking and the second one is listening. Okay, why I want to include reading as well? Because let me tell you, reading is also a kind of speaking. When you read in English, you are actually using your vocal cord to pronounce certain words in English, but at the same time, no one is judging you in your surroundings. Whereas when you do speaking practice, whether you are doing outside or in your room, but there are people who can judge you. Outside there can be strangers, there can be your colleagues, but in the family there can be your family members, because still you are not that much comfortable with them, still you can't speak in front of them, right? First, speaking just for 15 minutes no matter what. Second, listenings. It's okay, I listen all day long. Now I can't say for 15 minutes, for 2 hours, for 3 hours. All the time I put earphones and I just listen a lot, as much as I can, right? In your case, I would say you have not developed your listening habits yet. All right? Start with this habit. Okay? 15 minutes per day. And that's totally up to you what you are going to listen at first. Whatever is exciting you. All right? Third one, I have said reading. And don't say what to read, why to read, where to read. No. Instead of asking these questions, ask where not to read, why not to read. Okay? So simply take your phone, take some articles. If not, you can just simply pick some very simple books. Okay? I have made a lot of videos on this, that if you are a beginner, which books you can put, which books you can pick. All right? So you are going to read for 15 minutes out loud. You are going to vocalize words. Every day you have to make the track record that yes, today's activity done, yes, tomorrow's activity done, like this. Third one is believe that you will get it and be consistent. Why I'm saying this? Because look, we are human beings, we have emotions, we get tired, we get exhausted, and after a period of time we think, oh, now I'm tired. Now I'm not able to see results as per my expectations and I don't want to continue anymore. Now I don't want to be consistent. Consistency is the key. Okay? So I know first you will be so fiery, you are going to start from today. Tomorrow you will be with the same activities. A day after tomorrow you will be doing the same. But after a period of time, you are going to get tired. Because sometimes these activities, and these things makes us bored. Right? Alright, take break. Take break, but don't detach completely. Okay? And sometimes you can do here and there. Let's suppose if you read every day in the morning, instead of reading, you can listen in the morning. Okay? Do some shifting here and there. When you feel, this burnout, when you feel that you are on the treadmill, you are just walking, but you are not meeting up with the results, right? Then only you are the person who is going to make you understand. If you are doing certain activities every day, listening, speaking, writing, listening, speaking, writing, listening, speaking, writing, understand fluency is walking behind you. You have 4 months and you are going to get comfort with this language. Second, you are going to take baby steps. And third, you are going to believe in you that you are going to make it, and you are not going to take major time for minor things, because you don't have 200 years to live. And you can't take this much time for this little single goal. You have a lot of goals in your life, right? Now let's talk about the second category, the people who have started but they are quite concerned. First, there's a disclaimer for the people who have actually started and they have made it at some extent. They are not standing there where they are not able to open their mouth and they are, very hesitant, they are nervous, they are not able to deal with judgment. First disclaimer is, don't take it for granted. Don't take it for granted. I know you have done a lot of activities. You came here, you have listened a lot, you have read a lot, you have written a lot, you have spoken a lot, right? But you can't take it for granted. Let me tell you one thing. I did it. I took it for granted. I was hustling, juggling, striving, thriving for so long. Then after a period of time, I thought, actually, it was a kind of little burnout, but you know, but still I thought, okay, I have made it enough. Okay, let me take some rest. Taking some rest is okay, that's fine. But taking it for granted is not fine. What is taking some rest? Let me tell you, sometimes when we feel burnout, that I'm not able to do it anymore, I need some rest, like I'm feeling exhausted. All right, take some rest. Little rest, I would not say completely detach. Instead of listening, some great monks videos on YouTube, start listening some English songs, right? Change your taste little bit. But you're not going to detach completely from it. Don't detach entirely. So I would say take break, shift a little bit and start over again. Fresh start. Whereas what's another thing? Taking it for granted. When sometimes, we are holding our ego like, I have already made it a lot. Now I have to sit, I have to, teach others. It's okay, there is nothing wrong in teaching others. But I would say, don't stop your learnings. Learning is a never-ending process. The more you are going to learn, the more you are going to get to know that there is still so much to learn. And that's what I have been experiencing for so long. Okay, now second advice for the people who have fallen in the second category, the people who have started their English journey but they are concerned. So this second point is, be a student of yours. Okay, be a student of yours for every day. Be a student of yours every day. Okay, and you are going to study. You are going to focus on those areas where you have been struggling. All right, there are certain areas, because as you know, we all are not perfect. Even that perfection is not a word, right? But still, as you know, there is always a room for improvement. Okay, so there are a lot of things which we can work upon. So what you have got to do, because I know sometimes what happens, if we have been speaking with the same vocabulary, with the same tone, with the same pitch, with the same idioms, with the same grammar, like there are no changes, obviously you are going to feel burnout. Again, you're going to feel that I'm not learning something new. And again, you're going to feel something that, now, was that enough? Okay, so what you are going to do, add some chili, add some salt. Okay, just make it more crunchy. So what you are going to do here, you're going to find some areas. Okay, you're going to find some areas where you are struggling still. Is it grammar? Look, when you talk about grammar, obviously some basic patterns we all are able to make it right. We know the use of has, had, we know the use of was, were, we're able to connect long sentences. But still there are a lot of grammar patterns which we are not aware of, right? There are some upgraded version of grammar, right? A lot of patterns are there which we are not aware of. So I would say study, be a student, if not every day, at least in alternative days. Okay, but do. But I would say at the end, why to waste time? If you don't want to study grammar every day, it's okay, study vocabulary. One day vocabulary, one day grammar. If you're interested in pronunciation, accents, and if you're interested in, in studying idioms and phrases, then study. But whatever you think you are interested in, and wherever you think you are lacking, I have seen a lot of people, they really speak good, but they say, I really want to add up some good vocabulary so I can express myself in a well manner, right? Some say, I really want to add some idioms so I can make my speech crunchy. And some say, I really want to speak really in a correct manner, accurately. So I really want to work upon my grammar, right? So बोलने से काम नहीं चलेगा, right? You have to find your upgraded version, okay? You have been in this journey for so long, all right? And now you might be feeling, I am quite bored with this version of mine, right? So you have to meet with your best version now. I'm not saying best version, but the next version. Because do you remember the way when you were very beginner, then you came at intermediate level, then you came at advanced level? Same as you have to meet with your best version every time. And I've seen a lot of people, they're kind of, they complain little bit that now a lot of things are there, upgraded version of vocabularies. There are a lot of new vocabularies, grammar patterns are there. They have updated a lot of things. How we are going to learn it? So look, it's not like they have entirely upgraded everything. No, they have added certain things in that previous one, right? So like, what's wrong? I just want to say, be a learner, be a good student, learn every day. I can understand you don't have time, right? You don't have time, you're damn busy, but you are watching this video right now because you really want to become fluent in English, right? Because you want to learn this language. So that's why if you are here, you will not make excuses that I don't have time. So you're going to upgrade. Okay, so whatever you were 1 year back, whatever you were 6 months back, okay, whoever person was there, the person who was speaking in English, whatever the way was, just try to change it now. Just try to meet with your upgraded version. Whether you have fallen in first category or second category, whatever things I have mentioned here, do implement, because I am making this video so you can implement. So as I've already mentioned, you have 4 months, okay, September, October, November, December. I will come up with the plan what you can do in these 4 months so you can actually meet with the results after 4 months. And in new year, you can actually give a good gift to yourself, and that will be your fluency. Okay, so I will be coming up with some plan in the next video. Till that time, please, whatever I have mentioned, just try to implement. Don't try, just implement it. Alright, so with this thing, let's meet in the next video. Bye bye.